Alright, I've got a conquest battle replay here for you. My wood elves, of course, with a spell weaver of darkness leading this army. We've got a heavy infantry army here. It's a bunch of war dancers, dryads on the front, eternal guard, one Zote unit, and 2 glade riders. And my opponents, the Tomb Kings, are led by Cetra, the imperishable, on his war Sphinx. There's going to be a bunch of spears, like 4 or 5, 1 skeleton warrior, another Sphinx, 2 Ushabti with crossbows, one of them being the Chosen of the Gods, the special version. Then we've got, for artillery, Casket of Souls, Screaming Skull catapults, and 2 skeleton horsemen for cavalry on either flank. Big open map here. The Casket's going to tee off into the Zotes. Do a little poke there. Already my dryads are taking a ton of damage on the from these Sphinx charges and from all the fire here, and they're coming a little ahead of the spears here, but I want to advance. Even though they're getting blasted, it's just like if I don't advance quickly, you know, something's gonna get hit, you know, anyway by these artillery pieces. Lots of damage coming in from the ranged as I'm finally getting in here. Casted a solo Soul Stealer on Cetra. Now here we have some skeleton on that far flank. Cav versus my Cav. More poke coming in. Missing the Zotes that time, and already here comes the Realm of Souls for the army ability for the Tomb Kings, meaning a lot of skeleton bodies have already been slain. So that's okay for me. It means that I'm pushing the front line pretty good, but as you can see, the health bars of my army, they're getting whittled down pretty fast here, so I really need to get into the back. As the poke from the Casket's actually doing some respectable damage on the Zotes, who are really a key piece I need to keep healthy so that they can kill the Sphinxes. Because besides, well, I do have a lot of spears and Soul Stealer from my lord, but the Zotes have the mass that's needed to really hurt these Sphinxes. Otherwise, they just run through everything. Yeah, they love running through these War Dancers. That's really good damage on the Zotes from the Casket of Souls. Even though none of them are dead, they're hurting already. Here's the second Realm of Souls, or third one if I missed the first. Healing all the Tomb King units. Well, except for the constructs. And actually, they've already got their best army ability, the Ushabti summon. Ooh, which is good for them because I got my Zotes in here, and now here comes the Ushabti. And I'm pincered in there, even though I have some spear support. But the Chosen of the Gods are going to be teeing off into them, I imagine. We do have some infantry getting into the back line. But the Sphinxes find themselves on either side of the field, just wreaking havoc through my infantry units. This looks like a pretty good Soul Stealer coming from my lord on this center battle here. So that's going to hit them, the Ushabti, the Sphinx, even though they're going to run out of it. As Cetra casts his own spell, the Usirian's Incantation of Vengeance, which will slow and damage my Eternal Guard. So it seems that, oh, here's going to be some crazy point-blank damage into all my stuff here. As my Zotes got broken from that center engagement. And now my Spellweaver is just friendly firing my own units with this spell to try to get rid of these infantry, crumble them down so I can just get through all these infantry. And in retrospect, I maybe should have focused the infantry first instead of, you know, just poking these Sphinxes, which is really inconsequential. You know, need to be getting body casualties instead of just poking. But that's okay. Do what you can. They put the pressure on me, so that's it is what it is. I finally get onto the Casket of Souls and these Chosen of the Gods. The Zotes came back, so they're helping finish off these Ushabti summon, and I think I'm trying to get them to safety now. As the health bars are diminishing on all sides here. This flank over here is going okay, but these Glade Riders are lingering too long amidst these spears. This is probably going to be a disgusting charge from the Sphinx. Oh lord. Oh my. Oh, that was crazy. Broke everything there for me, almost, besides those spears. things are getting a little desperate. Even though I have a lot of infantry, 2 extremely healthy Sphinxes is not great. So my Eagle's trying to get down and do some work herself. She's gonna make it out just in time. Oh, got up just into the sky, just in time before Cetra wrecked her. We are crumbling the Casket of Souls. They're on top of the Chosen of Gods. Can they secure the kill here on these constructs? That would be big for the Wood Elves. They really need to quickly kill everything and leave these Sphinxes to be the last 2 things left. That, I realize by this point, is the win condition. But these bow constructs that are left with some ammo is a threat, and these Sphinxes are just running through all my Eternal Guard. I honestly don't think I braced these spears much at all this battle, which is, you know, not great, but it's a lot to control, and I think I just wanted to, you know, make sure attack commands were given, so that while I was controlling other stuff, at least the spears were chasing down their targets. But it leads to unbraced charges just wrecking through them. Using a bound Flesh to Stone spell from the Zotes, been using their heals as well just to try to keep them in it. And down goes one of these Ushabti units, crumbling. The Regiment of Renown is left standing. Let's see if they can get free to provide some support fire for these Sphinxes. I do have some bodies coming back, some Dryads. But now the Sphinxes are broing it up together. Oh, God. Oh, my. Yeah, that doesn't get old, even though I don't like it right now because I'm the Wood Elves. It's pretty satisfying to see the Sphinx run through infantry. There comes another solo Soul Stealer on Cetra. And even though the arc moves in to encapsulate this other War Sphinx, it doesn't hit him too, unfortunately. Well, looks like trying to bring everything back now to take down these big units. But that mass is going to be pretty rough for me because my Zotes are... where are they? They are totally broken. Not shattered, but there's only 4 units left. You can tell things are getting desperate when I have to charge down the Spellweaver. Do I have enough infantry, just numbers, to whittle these units down? Do I have enough Winds of Magic left for the Soul Stealers? Will I brace up in time? Not there. The Sphinxes love destroying Dryads and War Dancers and anything that's not spears, but like I was saying, they still destroy the spears because they can run through them like grass. Oh, God. These Eternal Guard just got pincered. Oh, and this is pretty futile with these Eternal Guard. This is not a great... This feels pretty bad. The capture point, I just barely didn't take it. Oh, hang on a second. This is Osirians from Cetra, which I want to point out is healing him. Every time he casts a spell, he's getting healed from his... I missed it, but the passive Restless Dead. So really poking him in the early stages was not that consequential because he's going to be passively healing. And yeah, these spears are going for a capture point that is just useless to take at this point. By this point, I would have had a lot of points if I had it, but now, cool, I'm going to capture it, but what's that going to amount to? I'm not going to be able to survive for 8 more minutes. So another Soul Stealer goes down from the Spellweaver on Cetra as she finishes off the Chosen of the Gods. And at this point, she's not going to flee. She has to fight. Because looking around, we have 1 useless Eternal Guard here. And the rest of my infantry are in shambles. The other Sphinx has been doing work. Playing with my Eternal Guard like a cat. Like a kitty cat. Oh, and the Eagle just got a nice little peck on Cetra. Hey! Alright. Doing good for herself. But I think she knows where this is headed. Finally getting some support from the spears. And you can see, with just a little support, they keep Cetra modest. The problem is I haven't had good braced engagements, you know. Stuff like this. So by this point in the game, I just did not have enough support to take down these 2 Chad Sphinxes. This is going to be a pretty rough pincer for the Eagle there. Getting caught between the 2 Sphinxes. That's going to end it. So, yeah. GG. Okay, let's see how disgusting. Oh my god. 425 kills, 3,274 value on Cetra, on his Sphinx. The other Sphinx, pretty much, wait, 3,238. Wow, almost identical value in damage there. Man, oh man, they carried. Wow. And the infantry did what they needed to. You know, I should have fully focused them, I think. I would have had a better chance here. And then saved them, the Sphinxes, completely for last. But hey, they, like I said, my opponent put pressure on me. So, you know, pushed me into making decisions that were not ideal. Wow, these Chosen got great value. And, oh, I thought the Screaming Skulls would have gotten more value. And the Casket got good poke into those Zoats, that's for sure. So yeah, everything else here did what it needed to by holding the line for these Sphinxes to carry. Because I had just a lot of infantry, and I do like to run this army against Tomb Kings. I think I'll keep doing it, but next time maybe brace better. So you can see they, you know, Spears did some work. Dryads not huge value, but they're not going to get huge value against Skeletons. They still did what they needed to by killing everything. War Dancers did good, and the Glade Guard did okay. Zoats did okay, but I needed to preserve them longer. And the Soul Stealers and stuff got me some value with the Spellweaver. So yeah, good stuff. Good battle. You love to see the Sphinxes go that hard, man. These Chad Sphinxes. Let's look at the numbers here that were brought and lost. But anyway, great match. And I hope you have fun out there with some battles of your own. Thanks for watching.